Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like some of you that are new to my YouTube channel, what I post on my YouTube channel, I post vlogs of different states. Like for now, the vlog of state that I've posted have been Akwa Ibom State and Ebonyi State. So these two states have been there and I've done some vlog on it. So what I also do I do talk show. I talk about different things in Igbo language. Then I talk about relationship, I talk about temperament and character for now. So today I'm going to talk about the difference between Lagos State and Akwa Ibom State. Like whenever we are talking about Akwa Ibom State, we focus on Uyo, which is the capital of Abia State. But whenever we are talking about Lagos State, we are talking about Lagos State as a whole. Because in Lagos State, even the other local government, other places are even more developed and beautiful than the capital, which is Ikeja. But when you come to Uyo, the main place that is more developed is basically Uyo, which is the capital. We have other nearby local governments that are also okay, but not as developed as Uyo. We have Eket. Eket is a big develop. We have Ekotekpene. Ekotekpene is a big develop. We have Eket. We have Ekotekpene. They are a big develop, but not like Uyo, which is the main capital. But when you come to Lagos everywhere is developed. Even the nearby states, which is Ogun State, that is very close to Lagos State, is also developed. And some places are even more developed than the capital, which is Ikeja. We have Lekki, we have Aja, we have Ego, we have Banana Island, we have different places that are more developed. Maryland, we have different places, Ikoyi, we have many places that are more developed than Ikeja, which is the capital. So I'm going to highlight I'm going to take the different generally, then I'll not highlight and also highlight difference for you to understand. Like, because I'll take the bit I've known. I've been to Uyo, which is in Akwa Ibom State, and I've been to Lagos. So when you come to Lagos, it's not really everywhere that is that developed in Lagos. We have Echegule, we have places like Ishaga, Ifakoro, Ijayi, local governments. We have some places like Mushi, we have some places like that, but not everywhere is developed in Lagos the way you see it or the way it stands. But Lagos try. Whenever we are talking about development in Nigeria, the first place you have to come immediately after Abuja, because Abuja is really going far in development now. Like, Abuja is transforming into a small London now. So whenever you're talking about the beautiful and developed place in Nigeria, we talk about Lagos and Abuja. But for me now, after Lagos and Abuja is Uyo. But when we talk about neatness, is Uyo. When I talk about neatness, Uyo is number one. Let me talk about neatness. When you're talking about neatness, Uyo is very neat. It's more neat than Lagos. I would just say that Lagos is dirty. And though I don't know of Island. I've heard of Island, but I've just been in Island just once, which is Ilegu Ijesha Beach. So I don't know but for mainland, I know mainland is very dirty. But Uyo, as for now, the most beautiful and the most neatest city in Nigeria is Uyo. Then another thing is when we are talking about house rent is very cheap in Uyo compared to Lagos. Another thing, mainly sometimes it's not really the rent that is the main thing in Lagos. The main thing is that the agent's money, the commission, they will say is agents, commission, agreement. If you combine all those money, it have reached And now it will reach to the amount that somebody can use and rent a comfortable house here in New York. Like, let me say you want to rent a bedroom, 3-bedroom flats now that may be 400 in Lagos. They will tell you, apart from the 400, don't be surprised that you will pay up to 150 or 200,000 extra apart from the 400, which is the rent. And that 200, you can use it and get 1-bedroom flat in this Uyo on your own. But if you want to meet an agent, like if you want to meet an agent, they will tell you they have to collect 10% or 5%. That means you have to pay an agent fee of 20,000. That means you are renting a 1-bedroom flat of 200. But if it's Lagos, Jesus, you will pay agent fee of almost, depending on the kind of house you are renting. If you are just renting like Face Me and Face You, which is like 5,000 per month or 4,000 per month, so the agent fee will not be up to that amount. But if you are renting a bedroom, one self-con, there is up to 200. Don't be surprised that you will pay, apart from the 200 that you are paying for that rent, don't be surprised that you will pay extra more than 50,000 for agents, for agreements, for damage fee that you have not even entered the house. So this is the difference between Lagos and Uyo. Like Uyo, that I know, there is nothing like you paying damage fee, paying agreement fee, paying all those ones. What I know is that the agents that brought you, if you didn't go to the house on your own, I don't think you're going to pay any agent fee. Maybe the landlord will tell you you have to do this one. But if it's true agents, that means it depends on what you and the agents agree on, but it's not going to be much. I know it's not going to be 15,000. It's not more than 50,000 if you're renting like more than 1-bedroom flat. So it depends. But Lagos, you can't. It's very hard for you to get a house on your own in Lagos without an agent. Even though you met the landlord by himself, the landlord will tell you that he has an agent. Whether it's a landlady, he will tell you that he has an agent, and you have to pay so money to his own agents. Maybe it's not even the agent that took you to the house. Maybe in the house you saw something like to let, then you now went to the house. You will surely pay an agent fee. After the agent fee, you have to pay commission. After commission, you have to pay damage fee. The house that you have not even gone entered, they will tell you have to pay damage fee. That means the damage fee is that if eventually after staying a year or 2 years you want to pack off from the house and you damage something, that means they will not refund you your money. But if eventually you didn't damage anything, they will say they will refund you. But me, I've not seen any of them refunding that money. I've not seen any of them refunding that money. So that's another difference between Uyo and Lagos. And another thing, in terms of food, I would say in some area like mainland, food is cheap in Lagos. Yeah, like with 200 in Lagos, you will use it and eat a wonderful food, whether it's amala or semo, depends on where you are. Me, I'm just talking about like mainland, like all these Oba, Agege. I'm not talking about Maryland, those places that rich people that stay there. So I'm not talking about those people or Lekki. I'm talking about a normal place in Lagos. I believe with 200 you will use it and eat a wonderful food. Then give me rice 100 naira. I know as of last year you can buy a rice of 15 naira. As of last year you can buy a rice of 17 naira, but now you can get the rice of 100 naira. Then you can now say, okay, give me spaghetti or beans 15 naira. Then you now buy meat and more 15 naira. That's 200, and you'll be okay. Sometimes you may say, okay, it's semo that I want to buy. Okay, give me 2 semo. I don't know for now because I'm not in Lagos now, but when I was in Lagos, I know you can buy semo. If they tighten down now, you can buy it 15 naira. Then you may now put with whether it's semo that you want to buy, or amala, or gare, or fufu. I know then with 100 naira, I know with 100 naira without meat in Lagos as of last year, you will eat a good soup without meat. 100 naira. With 200, you will eat with meat. So I would say in terms of cheap, depends on the area, it's cheaper in Lagos than Uyo. The least food you can see in Uyo, a plate, is 300. Depends on the area. If you are staying like all this not that developed area, but if you come to Plaza, you come to Kotek Bene Road, you come to Apak Road, you go to those places, at least is 500. Then when you now go to the estate, wet housing, and shelter Afri, then that place, at least a plate is 1,000. So depending on the place you are, so the place, I will say that food is cheaper in Lagos than Abuja, than Uyo. Then in Uyo, the difference in Uyo in terms of developed area, we have the government resident area, the place that is developed, that the place that rich man do stay in Uyo is shelter and with housing. And we also have government resident area, but these are the places that shelter with housing and the rest of them, where you know that rich people live in Uyo. Then if it's in Lagos, you know that where rich people live is in Ikoyi, Banana Island, Lekki, Ajah. This is the place that rich people live. So their names are different. GRA. Then in Uyo is shelter Afri, and Uyo, as I told you, Uyo rents is moderate. Like in this place, I'm telling you that rich people stay, you can get a comfortable one of 500,000, 1 million. But in Lagos, nothing like that. In Lekki, not just in Lekki, in Maryland self, just count like 1 million up. Then Lekki just kind of 5 million that you want to rent the house, but it's cheaper in Uyo. Then another thing, in terms of hold up, go slow, Uyo is much better. There is no much hold up in Uyo. Like if you have an appointment in Uyo by 8 o'clock and you move by 7, before 8, no matter the place, no matter the place you are going to in this Uyo, and you have appointment by 8 and you leave by 7, before 8 you will be there. But not in Lagos. If you have appointment by 8, you are going to work by 8 in Lagos. That means you have to leave the house. Which it depends on the distance of the place you are going to for Lagos, because Lagos as a whole, everywhere is developed in Lagos. Not like in Akwa Ibom State, that's where it is only like Uyo, Ekes, and Ikotek Mene that is developed. But almost all the whole 20-something local government in Lagos is developed. So it's just like moving from one local government to another local government. So for you to go, let me say you are staying at Ishaga or Agege, and you want to go to Yaba. If you want to go to Yaba, if it's in the morning, that means you have to leave your house by 6 or 5. It will take you like 2 hours or 3 hours to get to Yaba. But if it's in the afternoon, there is no much hold up in the afternoon, because people going to work, their work is towards in the morning, and when they are coming back is in the evening. So that's when you will see much hold up in Lagos. I believe that's how it is in everywhere. The hold up is always in the morning and in the evening. The road is always free in the afternoon. So in Lagos, let me say they are going to in the morning. I know when I was in Lagos, I know people, thank God when I was in Lagos, where I was working was very close, just like 10 minutes walk. I don't even need to enter keke or anything. 10 minutes walk, I've gotten to the place I'm going to, my working place. But I know my neighbors and my sister. If my sister wants to go to work, she was working at, we were staying at Ishaga, she was working at Ikeja. If she's going to work, that means she has to wake. She used to wake up every day by 5 because for her to resume work, she had to resume work by 7:30. Sometimes 8, depends on the day. If it's Saturday and there's no sanitation, or Thursday, because in Lagos they always do sanitation every Thursday. There's always sanitation, and last Saturday of every month. So if there is no sanitation, that means she have to be at work by 8, and she have to wake up by 5. Highest 5. She have to wake up by, sometimes she used to wake up by 5:30, and so that she will meet up. But if it's something like here, 30 minutes, it's not like that in Uyo. Then in Lagos, another thing in Lagos is that if you see how people drag bus to go to work, as if the bus is free. You know, when there is free something, you have to rush, drag. But in Lagos, where you have to pay your money, it's not that you are entering for free, you are paying. Even sometimes you even have to pay to stand in BRT. In Lagos, you have to pay and you still stand, and the person sitting pay the same amount with you. But what will you do? Because you want to get to work on time. I remember when we want to enter BRT in Lagos, you want to enter BRT, you have to stand but in Uyo there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that kind of bus. The transport they normally use in Uyo is keke and mini bus. Some places you won't see keke, like in the main plaza, the roundabout, you won't see keke and you won't see bike. It's only in this inside villages, there's not village that you see bike to take you to those places. What you normally see in Uyo is taxi, mini bus and keke. You cannot see Muluwe, you cannot see all these small bus. Not to talk of BRT, those long bus. No, you can't see it in Uyo, but you can see it in Lagos because Lagos is populated. If there was nothing like that, I didn't know how people are going to survive. Seriously, if there is not like BRT, the luxurious bus, the luxurious coaster, I don't know how people are really going to cope. Still, upon say Lagos still have that thing, people we still have to rush so that you can meet up. You can meet up where you are going to. If not, you won't meet up. I remember when I'm going to school to Yaba from Agege, sometimes when I get to they will tell me that it's filled up. I'll be like, okay, they will say it's filled up, but if you want to stand, you can enter. And I'll be like, how much for standing? And they will tell me that the amount for the person sitting and for me that I want to stand is the same amount. And sometimes if you're not lucky, maybe somebody that you are standing close to did not drop on time. That means you have to stand from that Agege to the place you are going to, which is very stressful. As in, it's not easy, seriously. In terms of movement in Lagos, it's not easy. Even though if you have your own, it's not easy. The hold up is frustrating, the go slow is frustrating, the traffic is really frustrating, but it's not like that. And I think why it's like that in Lagos, because Lagos is populated. Lagos is populated. And another difference between Uyo and Lagos is too noisy. Lagos is too noisy. Like now I'm not talking about island. I don't know much of an island because when I was in Lagos, I was not in island, so I don't know. But I'm talking about mainland. It's noisy. Sometimes it's even this thing that will even wake you up. What they call it, Muslim noise, that even wake you up. The noise is too much. But Uyo is a very cool area, no matter where you are, whether you are in Shelter Afri, whether you are in Plaza, whether you are not in the developed, but it's very cool. Another thing about Uyo and Lagos, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, is the people that own Uyo is Efik. Like we classify Uyo, Akwa Ibom, and Calabar as an Efik state. Then Lagos is a Yoruba state. Then we have Anambra, Abia state is Igbo state. Then we have Kaduna, Kano, that's for northern. Then one thing I like is Uyo people, they don't discriminate. There is nothing like you be Igbo, you be Akwa Ibom, you be Calabar, you know. All of them, they are just they are accommodative. But in Lagos, the Yoruba discrimination is really some places. Immediately they find out that you're from Igbo, that's when they will start. Sometimes they will say, Omo Igbo, they do this one, Omo Igbo, this one. But Akwa Ibom, even in my church, they don't, even and Akwa Ibom is not like that. There's no discrimination of such. Then another thing, they are accommodative. They are calm. Another thing between Lagos and Uyo, in Uyo, if you want to rent house, they don't care whether you are Yoruba or whether you're Hausa or you are Igbo. The landlord is ready to rent his house to you, but not in Lagos. I remember one of my friend that wanted to rent house. He was a student. When he went there, the agent was like, the man don't like giving Igbo people house. That's the landlord cannot give my friend house. That's my friend, unless my friend can lie and claim that he's from Edo State. Since he can't claim that he's from Yoruba because he cannot speak Igbo, he cannot speak Yoruba, he cannot speak Hausa. So they believe somebody from Edo, they will speak English. So my friend was like, I can't deny my place just because I want to rent the house. If the man don't want to give me the house because I'm from Igbo, fine, but I can't deny. So that's one thing in Lagos. Some Yorubas there, they don't like giving Igbo house. I don't know why. I don't know whether they do it to other states. But this one is the experience that I've seen. So they will tell you that because you are Omo Igbo, they will not want to give you the house. But in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, there is nothing like that. They don't care. But as far as you're going to pay your rent, they don't care anywhere that you're from. So then in Akwa Ibom, we have the popular food in Uyo that everybody, if you are in Uyo, you know, or you are in Calabar, the popular food there is afang soup, erikaikoi. There's another one, I've forgotten the name, and egusi. But these two food, they have white soup. This is the most popular soup. It's hard for you to go to any restaurant or any restaurant or any restaurant or any fast food in Uyo or Calabar, and they will not have. If you ask them the food they have, just be list the food, they will call you afang, white soup, erikaikoi. But if it's in Yoruba land, the popular soup there is ewedu, efon. Yeah, these two soup. I can remember these two soup and egusi and stew. So maybe if they give you the ewedu, if you need stew, they will add it. And what they use, but unless if you go to, but in Lagos we have Calabar shop. They will tell you that this is a Calabar Akwa Ibom shop. Then if you go there, there's when you can see afang soup if you want to eat it in Lagos. But it's hard in Uyo that you go to a shop that you will not see afang soup, erikaikoi, and white soup. I believe this is the native soup. You cannot see ewedu, efon, and Akwa Ibom in Uyo. In Calabar, you cannot see it. But I believe that Lagos is a state for everybody. both Igbo, both Hausa, both Kogi, both people from Ghana are there. So I believe they cook generally. Then people that are from Yoruba in Lagos, they prepare their own, the one they know how to cook, which is Afam, Irika. Then Igbo, they prepare the one that they know how to cook, which is Oha. If you go to Igbo woman shop in Lagos, which is Oha, Egusi, Ulugbo, Ulugbo, which one again? Yeah. Then if you go to Akwa Ibom, when you want to eat, you know the shop that you will go to. If you know that it's Yoruba food, you know that this person is Yoruba, you go there. If it's Akwa Ibom, you know this is Akwa Ibom, you go there and eat the one they have. These are the difference for now. But the another different, the last but not the least, is that there's plenty opportunities in Lagos. As far as you are not lazy, you can even be in your house and be selling groundnuts in Lagos. It will sell. You can even be in your house and be doing liquid soap in your house without any shop. It will sell. You can even be in your house and be selling bread without renting shop in Lagos. It will sell. So there's many opportunities at any business you are doing in Lagos, because in Lagos people even hawk pap and akara. So anything, as far as you are not lazy, it will sell. But not that the opportunity is not like that. They are just coming up, but it's not like that. It's easy for you to make your money in Lagos than you. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll bring you more upload of different states and different videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.